we were both part of those different squads at different times where it got to crunch time, we weren't able to get over the line. And that game, Mexico, in their backyard, with all they had to contend with, altitude, all the stuff at the hotel, the fireworks before the game, etc., they've gone there and dealt with them, even with 10 men. Yes, guys, welcome to Rare Reactions. You know what? I thought I'd pull everyone in for a chat, you know. Big games, evening times, round the Airbnb house, what we got here in the Beverly Hills, and the fire pit. The fire pit.
I love the fire pit.
It's lovely.
This is nice. What a great place to chill. You know what I mean? Joleon is still with us.
Yeah, I'm still here. Last night.
This is the last night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Loving it.
No, we've had a good time. But you know what? There ain't many better ways to take in the World Cup. We're just like with people you want to be around, mates, sitting there chilling. Just
I love the fire pit.
The fire pit's sick, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah,
it's
proper.
true.
And it's actually like nice heat from here as well. Like, you know, some fire pits are a bit like, ugh, but I'm nice and warm, man. I'm liking it.
No,
But anyway, listen, it's all about the team and all about the vibes. England have beaten Mexico 3-2. The altitude.
Yeah.
My goodness. Wow. Rio, man, talk to us. You know, what's that for Jude now?
4 goals, 1 assist in 5 games. So 5 goal involvements in 5 games. It's like ridiculous. It's crazy. And this is to think, by the way, that there were journalists writing articles saying that Jude shouldn't even be on the plane.
No, name him. Oh, like,
Well,
Craig,
we have got it's Craig Hope, isn't it?
Yeah,
Craig
bro,
Hope.
I want him out. I don't even want him. He's not allowed to celebrate.
You know what's mad?
He's not allowed to celebrate anything.
I
that
saw
we
you in the
achieved.
comments.
Craig Hope
bro.
is not celebrating.
You see Joleon was just like, he wrote in one, I can't remember what post it is. I just see Joleon saying, yeah, he's not allowed to celebrate.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't.
It's mad to think that he shouldn't even start.
Shouldn't even go.
But that's what I mean. Even if you said, I don't think he should start, I'm disagreeing.
Yeah.
But you saying he's not even on the plane is mental.
I want a public apology.
Fact.
Do you know what's mad?
public apology.
Needs to be as loud as the critique.
Yeah.
Well, it was
chat
back
to Craig
page,
Hope.
wasn't it? It was a full back page
Yeah,
spread.
it was a full
So it needs
piece,
to be a full back page
yeah.
spread, minimum.
I chat to Craig Hope and he's all right with me, yeah, but with that one,
It's a wild
I
take.
can't defend that one.
It's a wild take.
I can't defend
And
that
you know what? I think Jude's like his whole demeanour since this World Cup started has been of a maturity, confidence.
Self-aware though, really. Like as I said, I've been spending time with him. He's so aware of his importance as a footballer in the community, what he can achieve, who he is as a person, and his responsibilities on and off the pitch. Like, yeah, he's crazy.
I just like the way that he's carrying himself, and I think there was probably a little bit of a petulant side to him, maybe a bit more earlier or the last tournament, maybe. But I don't mind that still, because I still think you need that needle and that little bit of fire in players.
What was it then, 20?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's okay, isn't it? It's normal.
expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but he's maturing at a rate that I don't think you see many other players do that, and doing it in the glare of the public eye and on the biggest stage there is.
Going back to your man's article, what was the reason behind it? Was it that he didn't have a great season at Madrid?
No, because it was a good season. It was based on his petulance,
his attitude,
his
and
attitude, and his impact in the squad.
Yeah,
the negative impact he had on the squad, allegedly.
Assumptions.
Yeah.
Or he's got probably, I don't know, he's been told by someone.
There's probably been one conversation that he's ran with something and come up with this whole narrative that.
Not even on the plane.
Yeah,
That's
I like
nuts.
it.
Wild. Public apology, please.
This is what I'm
Mr.
saying.
Hope.
That someone that writes like articles on football that said a talent of that level shouldn't be in the squad.
Crazy.
And you know what's funny is if you hear his quote, Jude, he said, in the years gone by, watching as a kid, as a fan, England probably would have crumbled, but we stuck together until the last moment. Can you imagine that?
That's true though. It's just, that's facts.
Yeah,
He ain't talking rubbish. He's been a fan. He's watched England teams disappoint him. Probably as a young kid, he's gone to school going, with all the other kids going, they've let us down, and I was part of those. We were both part of those different squads at different times where it got to crunch time. We weren't able to get over the line, and that game, Mexico, in their backyard, with all they had to contend with, altitude, all the stuff at the hotel, the fireworks before the game, etc. They've gone there and dealt with them, even with 10 men. And the substitutions that Tuchel put on, I think he has to be commended. I think Joleon spoke about it before, about the way that he impacts games with his substitutions in game. I thought his substitutions were spot on in terms of, right, guys, we've got to roll our sleeves up now. We're down to 10 men and we're going to defend the box. They want to cross the ball, but are they going to have enough in there to blast us out of the way? And
Big gamble.
it was a big
Massive.
gamble. But
Because
you've got to gamble.
Yeah, no one's looking and thinking at one stage we're gonna have 4 centre halves on the pitch. At any stage, no one's seen that before the tournament.
It
But
was 4 centre halves, no out ball.
yeah,
And it looked crazy because when he took off Anderson, people were thinking, "What, Dan Burn?" I was just thinking, "Why is Harry Maguire? Why is Harry Maguire not here?" Or Saka coming off early. It looked crazy, but Dan Burn, all these guys, they had a great game. They all put their bodies on the line.
Anthony Gordon, Jed Spence, Anthony Gordon, people questioning whether he should start. I'm like, that's put to bed.
I did.
Yeah, don't ever. That can't be a question mark then because.
He had a good old
'cause I
time
thought-
against that Mexican fullback, didn't
Yeah,
he?
but
Every
even
time.
that, though, Steve, like
Off the ball.
Yeah, he pressed for the first goal or the second
Penalty.
goal. Was it the penalty? Like that game required that level of energy, and when it's like that, I said to you Reed, before, like his mentality is like Jude, like he's aware that I can be a match winner, the difference maker, in a different way to obviously Harry Kane and Jude, but his impact off the ball, his willingness to run, is crazy.
Steve, you're not obviously you're mutual about this thing. When you look at
Most of the audience still don't have a clue, by the way.
even your celebrations on Rio Ferdinand Present socials, it was hilarious. Everyone's excited. Steve
Or
just
lack
looked-
of.
Steve just looked
Steve
like
was
a
on his
guest.
phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve
He was
looked
on
like
his
a
phone,
guest
man.
at someone's house first time round. Didn't want to do too much. But how simple do you see Tuchel's instructions to the players?
I'm not sure simple would do it justice, to be honest, because I think what I've noticed is following the hydration breaks, you've seen a change in England's play in almost every game. And he gets them in and he's pretty animated and he's pretty certain about what he wants. I don't know what he's saying, but I do see something that comes out different off every single hydration break. So I think he's using those moments to titivate and adapt to whatever he's seen in the first 22 and a half minutes every single game. Because I think you could go back and look at every single game and go, well, we didn't start great there, and then that changed. And then it'd be really interesting. I bet someone like Coach's Voice or someone like that's probably done a bit of analysis on what changed, whether it was positions, whether it was pass emphasis, whether it was, area of the pitch that was looking. I mean, I don't know if it's me and you, or me and Joleon was talking at the start of the game where we were saying you've got to just go long over the press because Mexico's press is massive in that first 10, 15 minutes. You know that's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and rattle you. And I bet there was loads of people, probably journalists, fans, everybody, looking at Pickford just slinging it down the pitch for that first 10 minutes, probably complaining. But that's the exact right thing you needed to do to kill the tempo of that game.
I think also you've seen, like you say, he's very animated and he's like he's at people. He's direct. If I think Nico O'Reilly he threw 2 throw-ins that went out of play and just weren't what he wanted. It was onto him immediately, and so there's no hiding places and everyone's accountable, which I really like. And like I see him on the TV telling Jed Spence when he was coming on to make sure he stopped their crosses. And obviously that was a big part of their game today. They wasn't really coming through the middle. It was all about crosses. But though that information, again, is like as little and as simple as that may sound, sometimes in that big atmosphere and environment, sometimes you go blank. And you need that little bit of this is what I want, quick, simple information. And he seems to be very good at doing that.
Who was the best at that with the two of you when you played? I'll start with you, Joleon. Simple instruction. You felt like whatever this person's providing.
Glenn Hoddle, the best coach, manager I've worked under. Insane. The way he delivered the messages, and I don't know if it was the age I was at, but the way he spoke about the game and spoke in detail about positions and players.
Simplified.
Where was this?
I was at Wolves with him. He just made it so clear, and he made me think about my position differently, listening to speak to forwards, like, well, when you're in this position, this is how you should think and dribble and do that. As I'm thinking, well, if forwards think that, I must have to now think the opposite ways and just try and implement them things. So Glenn Hoddle was the guy, the voice.
What about yourself, Rio?
Hoddle was definitely one of them up there. Like, Sir Alex Ferguson didn't really talk to you about tactics and stuff. He wasn't really like a coaching. He wasn't coaching you during the week. He did say to me a couple of things. He said one of them about Suárez. He said, don't go to Suárez and try and nibble. Let him delay him and make him make decisions, and he's less effective. And I've done that, and the game was easier. I'm not saying it was easy, it was easier for me against him going into that and applying that. So those little simple messages are really good. I think Glenn Hoddle was definitely one of those guys. He just made the game feel very simple when he explained it, and then you went out and certain things took place in the game that he was talking about in training or in the videos, which shows you that he has an IQ of football that is separate from most.
This is lovely. Tell me who wasn't.
Who wasn't?
Yeah, who cooked your head when he was giving instructions? Who you sitting there going?
I would say I was underwhelmed by it because I thought it was going to be that.
Capello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get some level of detail. Him having worked with who he's worked with, and thought I was going to. He's definitely going to improve me.
That whole England squad did not enjoy 2010, did it?
Yeah, it wasn't even just that. It wasn't in the enjoyment. It was like, as you said, the coaching element. Like, I could not enjoy it, but still benefit. There's coaches I didn't enjoy working with, but we had success and we won stuff. But that was more like, you're not giving me anything that I haven't heard. And some of the things,
no ketchup.
yeah, and some of the things you're actually saying aren't relevant, like to the game that we're playing in. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of, that was again underwhelming for the name.
Yeah, I think in his defence, I think he was from a different generation, and maybe the coaching and the way he was applying his coaching had kind of moved on a little bit, and we were used to something else, and so we were expecting this and got something very different. It's weird because I see him now. He is such a lovely guy. He was a hard taskmaster. He used to rule with an iron fist, like a hard,
Literally.
aggressive, like non-approachable man. Now, him and his wife, two of the loveliest people who I'm so happy to see when I see them. It's weird.
You spoke about togetherness earlier on, about the England team. There is a brotherhood that we're seeing now. When Jordan Henderson fell, and you told me today, actually, Joleon, what actually happened? Did he?
He looked like he jumped over the hoardings. Again,
He fell, he slipped.
He slipped.
He slipped and he hit. I think he's broken his arm or done something to his wrist or something. He looked like he was down. Like he was just.
He didn't move, did he?
He jumped over and fell like almost face planted. Because Dan Burn went over first, and then he went over after. He looked like he lost his foot and then just went boom.
But then what's crazy is everybody just gathered around him, like, because they wanted to keep the press away. So even Dan Burn, he's there telling everyone, F off. Like, you can see they're trying to protect their own.
I understand that, and I'm not surprised by that. And I also think Gareth Southgate needs credit for that. I think he's the one that created the way this squad are and treat each other, and even the way the not everyone, because Steve obviously hasn't converted yet, but the way the nation viewed the national team. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more togetherness feel with the fan base and the players. So I definitely see it now. It's definitely there, but I still believe that it had started prior to Thomas Tuchel.
Good luck to Jordan. Fingers crossed everything's going to be all right, and he gets to take part in the World Cup at the later stages. But I think that the news that broke today was off the pitch with Flo Balogun, his red card being turned around. He was obviously suspended, but then that changed. I actually welcomed it on
I know.
X.
I've been told to give your head a wobble.
Yeah, with a clap. But the context of that was more about I want to see the best players and playing. That's what I was caring about, the football for what I want to see and for the spectacle of the game. Now, is it right? No. And have we seen it before? Yes. Cristiano Ronaldo, it happened to going into this tournament. But the way things are going, I think there's Article 27, and it was used for Ronaldo. That's the same one that's been used for Balogun.
What's the word in that Article 27?
I don't know exactly, but I think it's like the ability to suspend a suspension. So that's what happened to Ronaldo going into the World Cup. So they suspended his ban, and they've done that again now with this one with Balogun. But I think if they'd have done it like within 24 hours, it might have been a bit of an easier pill to swallow. But even then, I think it would have been wrong.
Yeah, I just don't see how it's right. Like, and again, it's another element to it. Like, what's the criteria to actually be able to do that?
Did they even go
Is
to
it the
VAR?
profile of the player?
Yeah.
The importance
Yeah.
to the team?
It was a long VAR decision.
It was a long
for it.
VAR.
So, okay, so that might be, is it like if the VAR decision takes over 2 minutes or something like that? Like, why are they choosing this instant? Canada made that, the Canada player, was it Iran player that fouled the Canadian player? He got an extra.
Yeah.
He's getting extra. I'm like, what's going on?
Iran, you say?
Steve.
Do you reckon
Wonder why that was.
Jude Bellingham gets the same grace if he gets a red card?
If he's playing USA in the final, no chance.
No chance. No
But
chance.
not in the fight, obviously leading up to it, because obviously I'm talking about if, let's just say, there's another game to play.
I think it's an important point what Joel just said there, is that like is it the stature of the player that may determine the outcome?
Of course.
Because
That's just wrong,
Cristiano,
innit?
and then you
course.
got, but that's wrong. Yeah, I
that's what
agree.
I'm saying. But that's what it feels like. So that's the bit
It's not
that
rules are rules, or rules are rules unless we know who you are. What's it all about?
By the way, guys, what's happened to Brazil? They've gone
Jogo Bonito's finished. The only good thing
No
about
Bonito.
that game is that Neymar scored and got his goal, and that's it. He's retired now from international football.
Are you sure he didn't retire before today?
Well, he got his goal.
that ain't the Brazil I'm used to seeing.
here. No,
No.
that's the
That
thing.
hurts my feelings, man. Like when I'm looking at Brazil, I'm thinking Vinicius Junior, maybe Gabriel. Who else is
It's weak, innit?
who else is coming to in England team like before? You taking front threes.
Yeah, they just they haven't got the same spark or
Yeah.
Could you imagine
charisma.
this current Brazil doing that advert from the '98 World Cup?
Oh yeah, that one in the airport, lovely, wasn't
The
it?
greatest advert of all time.
No, but I don't know. It's weird, and I think on the flip side, Haaland, just
Mate,
an animal,
he's not getting enough credit, you know.
absolute
7 goals.
animal.
Did you see the stat today? Norway have only ever scored 7 goals in the
Yeah.
World Cup in the history of their country,
And he's got 7.
and he's got 7.
in this World Cup. Yeah, it's crazy.
They've only ever scored 7 goals in the World Cup before this campaign, and he's got 7.
I'll tell you one thing: if England let Norway cross the ball as much as Mexico did, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. We need to make sure we iron that out because the way he's moving in that box and the way he's running
Don't kill him, man.
around big defenders, big name defenders, and getting across them and scoring, they need to make sure they mine that out. So
But that second goal was different, though, isn't it? Outside the box. We ain't seen that before.
confidence, confidence.
And I also think tiredness. I think it was one of them when you just go, I can't be bothered to take these players on. I'm going to have to run.
Yeah.
So let me just shoot.
No, shoot, man. Do you know what? Just before we go, we've got another interview dropping, man.
Another one, Rio.
A World Cup winner.
What?
Yeah, World Cup winners coming to the house, man.
Mate,
Ooh,
you've
what
been
nation?
spoiling us.
French. Get in the comments, guys. Let us know. Let us know who you think it's going to be. Let us know, man.
Is it
Have a
Paul,
guess.
Is it Paul Pogba again?
It's not Paul, man. You don't get to come on there twice.
Ooh.
Nah, Paul could.
I was going to say, be careful. Be careful with that one.
We actually need him to come back. There's some more stuff we got to address with him. But yeah, man. Listen, stay tuned, guys. Make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you keep on telling a friend and watching all that we're putting out because the content is coming thick and fast.
For sure, man. Check out the socials. It's all there. Stephen Howson, Joleon Lescott, Rio Ferdinand, Joel Bayer, signing out. Peace.